Hello my dears and welcome back. And if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad you clicked on my video. Please like and subscribe to join my little YouTube family. This video is for easy, simple, affordable meals that I am going to be making for my husband and I. Here I'm just writing out my meal planner. I try and do crock pot meals on the weekends, seeing as I'm home, so I can just keep an eye on it. So let's get started. So this is all you need for the crock pot chicken when I make tacos. I'm not gonna put any other flavoring on the chicken because there's enough flavor in this and the seasoning. This I'm gonna use 3 tablespoons of, and I have 4 chicken thighs. Pretty sure that'll be enough just for me and my husband, so we'll see. And now I'm gonna put it all in the crock pot. I ended up just using 2 tablespoons of the taco seasoning. I don't want it to be too salty. So that's in there. So we're just gonna turn the slow cooker on, put it on low, and cook it for 8 hours. Okay, lid's on. That's all ready to go. So it should be done, what'd I say, 8:30, so about 4:30. Perfect timing. So we still have an hour left of the chicken. Looking good. But we're gonna make side dish right now. So our side dish is going to be rice. I'm going to chop up my red onion. I'm going to get a 1/2 cup of white rice. I'm gonna put that in the pan. I'm going to use a little drizzle of olive oil just to fry it up, not too much. A teaspoon, of garlic. 3 tablespoons of onion. Just eye it as much onion as you want. There's no real measurements to that. I'm gonna stir that, and then I'm just gonna let it brown up until it's a light golden brown. Okay, while that's getting golden brown, I'm going to put the onion in a baggie and save that for another recipe. I'm going to measure out a cup of chicken stock and a 1/2 cup of water. So 1.5 cups of liquids. And then I'm going to set that to the side. I'm going to stir this a little bit. I'm gonna add a squirt or 2 of tomato paste. No measurements, I just see and eyeball it. Stir that in and it looked good. So now I'm going to add my liquid, my 1.5 cups of liquid. I'm going to add a tablespoon of tomato bouillon. Stir that in. And we're gonna bring it to a boil. Okay, this is to a boil. Now I'm going to put the lid on it, turn it down to probably 2 for 15 minutes, and then see if I need to add a little extra time. While that's bubbling up, I'm gonna open the corn, get that ready for our street corn, the other side dish that we're going to have. I'm just stirring the rice here, make sure all the water is getting absorbed. Time to put on the corn. And I'm gonna let them start cooking. Okay, the rice is cooked. All the water has been absorbed and it's fluffing up nicely. Now it's time to put the lid on, turn off the heat, and just let it sit for 10 minutes. Meanwhile, in oven news, the corn is almost done. I'm just gonna make this like the street corn that I made in my enchilada video. The chicken still has 14 minutes left, but I just shredded it up a little bit. Heat up some tortillas. The chicken is done. Corn, rice, tortillas, some shredded lettuce, some guacamole, and some sour cream and cheese, and extra tahini for the corn. Okay, I'm gonna serve this up. So I mixed the guac and sour cream on the tortilla, and then I put shredded chicken, then I did some cheese, and then lettuce, corn, and rice. Yummy. Welcome back. Tonight's dinner is Hobo Packs. I actually found this recipe when I was searching, when we first bought our trailer. I was looking for easy camping recipes, like that we could take camping with us, that we can just throw on the barbecue. And this came up. But I've also seen other YouTubers make it, and it's good. You can use any vegetables you want. You could probably use turkey patties instead of ground beef. Just so many different things you can do. I'm doing hamburger patties, mushroom, onion, potato, zucchini, and squash. I'm gonna cut up all this, and then I've got 3 pieces of tin foil cut here. I'm going to spray with the non-stick spray at the bottom. I'm gonna put potato, zucchini, squash, onion, mushroom, and then the burger on top. And then a teaspoon of butter and a teaspoon of garlic and a little salt and pepper. Okay, let's get cutting. I had washed the potato, wiped the mushrooms down, and now I've cut everything up. Now I'm going to spray. Oh, actually we need to put the oven. Bake 400. Oops. 400. And when that heats up, we're gonna put them in there. It says for 50 minutes. I think last time, because the burgers are frozen, I did for an hour and 5 minutes. I did for an hour, and then you open them, put some Kraft single cheeses on top, and then close it back up, and then cook it for another 5 minutes. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So let that preheat. Let's assemble these. Preheated. Now time to put them in. You just got to make sure they're covered, and then I'll probably at 50 minutes check, make sure the potatoes are soft. If they're soft enough, then I'll put the my instructions just fell on the floor. Then I will put the cheese on top, and then bake it for another 5 minutes. If the potatoes aren't soft enough, then I'll probably cook it for another 10 minutes and then 5 minutes with the cheese on after the 10 minutes. So let me put these in the oven. And here they are out of the oven. There's an extra one if my husband wants it. Served it with some garlic toast. And tonight I decided to have some ice cream. My favorite Rocky Road ice cream. Yum. Hi, my dears. Before we start cooking, I just got a little story for you. Today, I went on to my YouTube channel and I wanted to see if there was any more views or subscribers. And I went to my channel and it shows me all my videos usually. But I went there today, all gone. There was nothing there. I was about to cry. Oh, there's just so much work that I've put into uploading these videos and for them to be gone. And then there's me thinking I did something wrong. Did I show something I shouldn't have? Did I say something I shouldn't have? I Googled it, like what makes YouTube take away your videos? And I just don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I mean, it probably was like 15, 20 minutes later, there they were. Oh, I was so happy. But anywho, let's start cooking. So tonight is pasta carbonara and cornbread muffins. Now, you know my channel. These aren't homemade cornbread muffins. They're going to be super simple, super easy, super cheap, and they're going to be delicious still. What? So we're gonna make carbonara cornbread muffins. Let's go. Okay, take 5. This is everything sitting out. I preheated my oven, 400 degrees for the cornbread muffins. We have 6 slices of bacon, a cup of Parmesan. I'm gonna use half of this 15-ounce can of peas. I'm going to use some crushed red pepper flakes. You can omit that if you don't like spicy. I only do a pinch, just to give it a little something, something. Then a tiny, tiny little bit of heavy whipping cream, 3 eggs. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mix the Parmesan, the 3 eggs, and a tiny bit of heavy whipping cream in this bowl and mix it, set it aside. Then I'm gonna fry up the bacon, put the noodles in water, fry up the bacon, put the noodles in water. Then I'm going to do the cornbread muffins. All you do here is the 1 package, 1 egg, and a 1/3 cup of milk. Preheat your oven to 400 degrees and bake 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna do 18 minutes. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this in speed mode. I'm gonna start by cutting up that bacon. My dears, my hand started to hurt so bad I tried to be left-handed for 5 minutes, but that didn't work. It would not cut. So, I'm almost done, so I pushed through it. Okay, so I got ahead of myself. I said I was going to mix all this stuff together first, but I cooked the bacon. Oh well. Here, I'm just gonna season my pasta water with some salt. Now we're gonna make the sauce. A cup of Parmesan, 3 eggs, and a little splash of heavy whipping cream. Then you're just gonna mix that until it's well incorporated. Once it is, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. Adding a little salt and pepper. Now it's time to make the cornbread muffins. I had already put 8 muffin liners in my muffin tin. So now I'm just gonna mix the egg, the milk, and the Jiffy cornbread mix. I'm going to separate some of this mixture in 8 of the muffin liners. I did it about halfway up and it made the full 8. Okay, that's boiling, so I'm gonna add the pasta. The bacon's almost done, and I'm gonna reserve the bacon grease in case it needs a little flavor. So I just put a little tin foil over the bowl. I can put it in there, and if I don't need to use it, then it can just dry in the tin foil, and then I can just throw it away. So there's that, and now I'm gonna put the noodles in. Pasta's boiling away. I just drained bacon grease. Just gonna let that sit for a minute. There is the grease. Now we're just waiting on the pasta. We're gonna have to reserve some of the pasta water as well. I am not snacking on the bacon. Nope, I'm not. Done. Okay, now the noodles are done. I'm going to put them. You can drain the water. I just find it easier just to do this. And toss it really fast. I added the peas, a little extra red pepper flakes, a little bacon grease, and some of that reserved pasta water. You guys, this is super easy to make, but look at all these dishes. Oh, well, those are from this morning, but look at it all. And there you have it. I just put extra Parmesan on top. Yummy. So before we start getting cooking today, I'm feeling a little sluggish. So I'm going to make a coffee. Does anybody else feel like hot coffee is a better pick-me-up than cold coffee? I like raw sugar in my hot coffee. Delicious. I feel like there's more caffeine in hot coffee. I know that's not true, but I just feel like it gives me a better pick-me-up. Even though I live in Nevada and it is 110 degrees out. Tonight's dinner is very, very easy. I have this family size Italian sausage ravioli. I'm just gonna boil that up, let it do its thing, add Alfredo sauce. Let it cook together. I'm gonna cut up the rest of these mushrooms from the Hobo Pack. The rest of the squash and zucchini from the Hobo Pack. I'm gonna saute them, add a little lemon pepper as a side, and I'm gonna heat up some, probably a garlic bread. I just like having some kind of bread with my dinner. Like, I love bread and cheese. Nearly everything I make has bread and cheese. Not the most healthiest, but it sure is the most delicious. So I'm gonna get boiling that. Let's go. Okay, the water's ready for the raviolis to go in. I just put the butter in the pan to warm up so I can saute the vegetables. It says these take 4 minutes to cook, to add an extra minute for a softer bite. So that's what I'm gonna do. 5 minutes it is. They're cooking up nicely. That looks delicious. So while that's cooking up, want a little update on my flowers. Look at them. These still look beautiful. And I got them Friday. And today is Wednesday. Lasting a lot longer than the ones from Albertsons. And these are like $4.98 compared to the $12 I spent on the others. But look, they're so pretty. I love fresh flowers in the house. Okay, I drained the ravioli. Now time to put the Alfredo. I just used this roasted garlic Parmesan one. I try all different kinds, see which one I really like. This one's pretty good. Definitely garlicky. So if you don't like garlic, don't get this one. But that's good. I'm gonna let that bubble away. Let it heat through. The vegetables have shrunk in size. So that means they're nearly done. And we're done and ready to eat. My husband's, mine, I just added a little Parmesan on top of the ravioli. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one.